So what is up, Africana fam? Going straight into this video for the baby hairs. We're gonna go ahead and carve out our baby hairs, and I am doing this all around the perimeter of my head. You guys, we're going for full-blown baby hairs. You guys are going to learn how to do some nice dramatic baby hair. Not that dramatic, but pretty dramatic baby hairs. So this hair is sponsored by BBluxuryboutique. I went ahead and made this hair into a wig. I received 3 bundles of 20, 22, and 24 inches of body wave and a 18-inch HD lace frontal. And by far, this is probably the best lace I've ever received, like ever. This hair melted like a dream. And if you guys want to see a full meltdown of how I did the hair, then I'll have part 2 dropping on Thursday. So right now what I'm doing is I'm hot combing my baby hairs just to make sure it's nice and laid, and I'm trying to prepare them just so that they won't be flying all over the place. Now I'm using my eyebrow razor. I'm gonna go ahead and cut my baby hairs. I like to cut my baby hairs about 1 inch long, so I started off in the middle, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go on to the sides. And when it comes to the sides, what I like to do is cut them 1 inch, and then when it comes to the ear part, our tendrils, I like to cut right below where my ear stops, just because I don't want that part to be too short. And I'm just cutting off any fray. Now onto the baby hairs, I'm using my Nairobi setting lotion, and the reason why a lot of people mess up with doing baby hairs is either you're using a setting lotion that has alcohol in it, or you're not placing the setting lotion on the hairline first before the actual baby hairs. So what I do is I apply the Nairobi setting lotion on my hairline first and then onto the baby hairs. The reason why I do this is so it helps me easily swoop in the hairs. And I like to use a rat tail comb instead of a baby hair comb because it's not so sharp on the edges, and that's why also too your lace ends up lifting, you guys. So like doing this would be a big game changer, you guys. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just forming the baby hairs, and I like to smooth it down while I'm forming my baby hairs, just so that there's no flyaways. So like I said, apply it on the hairline first and then onto the baby hairs, so when you're swooping them, you can swoop them right in and there's no lifting, no nothing, okay? And another reason as to why your lace is probably lifting is because the width of the glue is not enough. So I'm gonna explain that more so on Thursday when I drop my full video on start to finish of how I do my frontal install. So stay tuned. Thursday is going down basement. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and cut off any fray hairs again, just so I could form my baby hairs. And as you guys can see, the lace did not lift not once, okay? And now onto the tendrils. I went ahead and just used the pump, and then I'm gonna go ahead and swoop them things, okay? And you guys, I wouldn't say it's easy. It's all about technique. Once you have your technique down packed, you're good to go. And just make sure that you're very light-handed when doing this. Even though you're using a comb and it's not as sharp, still be very, very, very light-handed, you guys. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Now that we are done, I'm going to go ahead and use a silk wrap, and I'm going to wrap that around my hair, and I'm going to let that sit for about 30 minutes. If you do have an air dryer, go ahead and use that and sit underneath there for about 15 minutes or just until it's dry, you guys. You want to make sure it is completely dry before you remove it, okay? And now that it's dry and we're removing it, you guys see that melts. Look at how beautiful that is, okay? Like, come on, y'all. So clearly we're not going to leave it like this because it's still a little messed up. So right now I'm going with my baby hair comb, and I'm going to go ahead and I can't even speak right now. I'm going to go ahead and comb out my baby hairs. I like to comb on my baby hairs just because I like them on the softer side, but also too, again, they're not extremely perfect, so I'm gonna go back in and just fix them up. So again, any little long hairs you see, you're gonna go ahead and cut them, and then just comb out your baby hairs just until you form them to your liking. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my hot comb on its highest setting, and I'm going to go ahead and just press down my hairline just so that it's nice and smooth, because it still looked a little crazy when I removed the scarf. Now what I do to kind of like have my baby hair staying in place, I like to use the brush of my baby hair comb and some spritz, and I just spray about 1 spritz, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and then use that brush just to brush my hair. And like, this won't leave your hair hard, but it will form it to like how you would want it, and it just gives it an overall better look. You guys are gonna see how it's gonna look, okay? It looks pretty awesome, if I don't say so myself. But yeah, overall it just gives it a better look. It's like I said, I just sprayed on my brush 1 spritz, and I go in and I just form my baby hairs again. And overall, these are the finished results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a like if you love this video. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.